against the Lakers, 2 against Denver. Game 4 here against the Clippers. Then they get another one in advance to the finals. Alley-oop, Paul right on target to Mikal Bridges. It gets them started offensively tonight. Jay Crowder hits a 3. In the first 4 minutes, has 7 of their 9 points. An answer, three-pointer the other way. Now it's Jackson on it. Paul has to hoist up the three-pointer, rattles it in. Chris Paul once again from downtown.
Chris Paul missed a couple mid-rangers to start, but now he's knocked in.
And giving him a burst of energy, especially on the offensive end.
No doubt about it. It's only the 7th game in the playoffs he's played as Chris Paul hits that mid-range jumper.
And it's the high pick-and-roll defense that gives Cousins a little problem, as we see Saric with another 3.
As we were talking about off of the pick and roll, Chris Paul forcing the help and the drop-off pass. They're getting whatever they want out of the high screen and roll with DeMarcus Cousins involved.
Crowder the other way. Here comes Paul. Bridges on the cut. Oh, he came in hot and high. A little bit more aggressive than they were in the first half when they only had 2 free throws. It's Chris Paul. Defended by Porter. And that's the switch he will always create and try to get. Switch on D. Craig, 3. He played 3 years for the Nuggets. Paul's outside. And he'll dance. His heels with a great feet inside to Craig. If you're on the floor, you got to kick him up. One on the last play here, asking Paul Millsap for a little dance and find 15 assists. You've got to try to find out what can work with you going forward for game 3 when this shifts back to Denver. Chris Paul's got 14 points, 15 assists. Paul Millsap, the veteran, with the assist. Here he goes again to it. Another 3.
Paul with 4 to shoot. Paul puts up a 3. Puts it in. Chris Paul from downtown. And the lead back to 15. Cousins misses the free throw. That foul on Ayton was his 2nd. 14-point lead. Minute gone by here in the 4th. Paul to the basket. Lays it up and in. Paul gets inside. Looks back. Nobody near him. Hits the jumper. 26 for Paul. And the lead up to 18.
And then snakes behind the backboard. Batum and Cousins have a miscommunication, and he gets the practice shot. The Suns are rolling, up 20.
26 points, 6 assists for Chris Paul. There's the screen set by Ayton. Paul, pull-up jumper, puts it in. Chris Paul does it again.
Chris Paul responded. Here, gets right to his spot. Little fade, mid-ranger.
Paul step back three-pointer, puts it in, and the foul. Chance for a 4-point play.
Upset at what happened on the last play. Paul George took him down one-on-one, returns the favor. CP3 and the foul. Big time effort by Chris Paul, sensing the ability, the opportunity.
Denver has not turned it over until right there. Here comes Paul. Look away, Saric, sledgehammer. The no-look pass here. Surveys the situation, and he knew he had Saric the whole way down. Beautiful look here by CP3. From behind, parachuting in, erasing that shot. Torrey Craig, Saric, 3. Lost it. First turnover. Campazzo into play. Knocked away by Chris Paul. and it's Chris Paul the other way.
You would think Phoenix would be up by double figures the way they're shooting.
Oh, look at this. A beautifully orchestrated move. Paul to Ayton for two.
Pick up that third foul here. And if I'm Monty Williams, I got to think about taking him out of here so he doesn't pick up that third.
Slicing for a free shot from mid-range. Chris Paul.
8-1 run to open up this third quarter. Remember, they were a +10 in the third quarter of game one.
Oh, up high and down hard.
Of the Joker.
Trick eye screen, switch on D. Off the baseline. It's a Crowder two to start things off for the Phoenix Suns.
And then as he came out for regular warm-ups, he still was wrapped up with a heat pack. So it looks like his movement as Jay Crowder, first 5 points here for the Suns.
With Booker the other way and Crowder in the corner.
0 for 4 start for Porter Jr.
Weaving is Paul over Campazzo.
How good is that? And we saw that on a consistent basis in that fourth quarter of game one.
5 Sun starters have scored. A lot of balance, and that is what makes him up. Lasering it inside. It goes to Bridges. Paul the assist.
To me, it was Aaron Gordon. I thought his play was inspirational in game one. He was aggressive. He was trying to put pressure on him.
Good staking the claim inside. That was right over Gordon.
And we got a couple mid-range jumpers when the three wasn't working for him. Now in rhythm.
Chris Paul in much better rhythm here in game 6.
And they're affected at times. It's just the way the society is.
No, but why would you go on there if you know it's 90% negative as Paul hits a mid-ranger?
Paul to Ayton in a crowd. Ayton lays it up and in. Nice soft touch from the big man. Bridges to Paul. Paul gets in the paint, floats it up, shot is good. Chris Paul able to knock it down. He's got 14 points. He hadn't been to the playoffs in 10 years. He has shined in this postseason. Paul tied up, gets Bridges. Bridges off the glass.
Such a good cutter.
High school quarterback outside Atlanta. Good move by Paul. Slips inside. Kicks it out. Bridges three.
Just moments ago, got into it.
Let's see if the whistles come a little quicker, get a little tighter. Good screen. Oh, Paul gets three. Rattles one home.
With their firepower, they can get back in it, but it starts at this end right here.
Booker with a spinner.
So their offense is starting to click now. Can they put a string of defensive stops together?
There's Paul. Ayton had stride and stakes his claim for an easy two. And
Picking up those 2 early fouls in the first quarter, Kevin.
sets a screen. Look at Paul. Take it inside the paint. Booker three.
Chris Paul left open. Has plenty of time. 3-pointer. That's good. Paul from downtown. Nobody was near him. Chris Paul one-on-one with Cousins. Shot clock at 7. Paul, little shake and bake, drives past him. Left-handed layup. It's good. Eight assists, 3 rebounds, couple of steals, and a 21-point lead for his Suns. Paul gets inside, flips it up, and in. Chris Paul dominating right now. 8 to shoot for Chris Paul.
Devin Booker's at half court talking to the fans.
Paul for 3, puts it in. 118-92. The Suns have blown it open.
We've seen this movie before. We have an issue on the court right now between both teams, but Chris Paul.
Beverly and Chris Paul.
That's never happened before. A team making the finals after missing the playoffs for 10 years or more. Paul putting on the finishing touches. What a performance from Chris Paul. And then they added Chris Paul and Jay Crowder, and this has been a dream season for the Phoenix Suns. And it's not over yet. Both coaches emptying the benches. So much emotion for Chris Paul. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame someday, and now he's going to be able to play for the end.
Chris Paul.